guys, welcome to my channel. Wendy here. If you're new here, thank you for subscribing, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for the support. So today's video is a video I've been meaning to do for a while, but I've finally done it. So I'm just going to talk about popular perfumes that I feel everyone should sample or test out before buying a full bottle, because we all know there's no such thing as a safe blind buy, but the perfumes in this video or on this list are the perfumes that I definitely know that you should try out because they're not very safe. And one thing about all these perfumes on this list is that they're very unique. To me, at least, they're unique, they're very polarizing, and on the good side of it, they're very long lasting. Most of them they're very long lasting, and the performance is very good. So if you'd like to hear about the perfumes that I definitely feel are not safe blind buys and why, please keep watching. So before I just get into it, the weather is so hot here, and the only thing I can stand wearing right now is Flora Botanica, because in the heat it just performs so well. And there's been insects around. You know, we're in the rain season, like our summer is also rain season, so we are flying insects have been biting me all over my skin. I don't know if you can see some red patches on my skin, but that's just the insects, so don't mind it. And I have a new set here because I feel like the other video was a bit too dark. So you guys, let me know which set do you think is the best in this house since I've moved. Then I'll see how I can work around that. So the first perfume that I really want to talk about, I know this is the most popular perfume on YouTube, and that perfume is Alien by Mugler. So I have a sample here. This is not the Terry Mugler, this is just Mugler by Alien. I know people say it's reformulated, it's changed, but to my nose it's still just the same. I actually used to wear Alien. I think that is towards the end of 2019. I had a 30ml bottle, and yeah, no, actually that wasn't 30ml, that was 15 mils. So I finished that one, and I decided to just move on. So Alien is an ambery woody perfume which is very polarizing. To me, when I just smell this, it comes off animalic, and the jasmine in this perfume is like a raw jasmine, a very dirty sort of animalic jasmine. It's not the usual jasmine that you're used to, and usually when jasmine is done in perfumes, they blend it so well with other florals like orange blossom, but this one genuinely just has a lot of woods and jasmine, which is in some amber. So the ambery notes are there. I don't know how come. This is such a unique perfume. The minute you smell it on someone, you never miss this scent profile. You always know that someone is wearing Alien wherever they are. The first time I sniffed this was in a store called Foschini on the Copperbelt, and I really liked it. On paper, it came off a bit clean, very clean actually, and floral, and yeah, but on my skin it just comes off a bit too animalic. So Alien is a very good perfume, and for those people who really love it, I feel like once you love it, you really, really love it. And then the people who can stand Alien just cannot stand it. It's an all or nothing kind of perfume. So if you're a new person to fragrance collecting, and I'm sure you've seen a million videos recommending Alien, before you buy Alien, I would rather you first sample it, get a decant if you can get a sample, or go to a store somewhere. Even in Zambia, where there are a few stores, perfume stores, except in my province, there are a few stores in Lusaka on the Copperbelt where you can walk in and say, I'd like to smell this perfume. So yeah, you can't miss it. To me, it just comes off a bit animalic. So sample it before you try Alien by Mugler, and that's the first one. So we move on to yet another perfume that is also very popular, and is highly recommended everywhere, and that is Black Orchid. I only have a sample of it. My friend made a sample for me. This is Black Orchid by Tom Ford. So generally Tom Ford perfumes are very expensive, they're not, and they're quite unique. I like Vanille Fatale, although I don't think I can afford it. Yeah, I like Vanille Fatale, and I feel the Tom Ford brand is very unapologetic. They make what they make, and it's either you love it or you do not love it. So Tom Ford Black Orchid comes very highly recommended. It's yet another very polarizing perfume with very good performance. So the issue that I have with this perfume, the minute I've even smelled it, it's got so much patchouli. It's got a bit of chocolate notes to it, some sweetness to it. It's very unique, and it's also very out there. It's also one that once you smell, you will never forget it, and that makes it a very unsafe blind buy. Don't just, yes, everyone has recommended Black Orchid. It has so many notes. I'll try to insert the notes on the screen. It has so many notes and so many things going on with it, and I find that each time you put too many notes, sometimes it works, sometimes, but most times it doesn't work. This Good Girl, too many notes, too many things going on. I might like one thing about a few notes in there, and then there comes one big note that just comes and messes it up. And for me, it's the patchouli in here. Yeah. To me, patchouli comes off green. It comes off very earthy. I never used to smell patchouli as much before. I feel like my nose keeps getting sharper and sharper, and of late I'm picking up patchouli so much in perfumes, and that's why I'm even very skeptical about repurchasing one of my favorite perfumes. It was the favorite 2 years ago. It might not be right now. I'm thinking of buying Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, and I had that perfume, and it's yet another perfume that is very patchouli heavy, but it's also got some toffee notes to it, and I'm not very sure if I need to repurchase that one. I really enjoyed it back then, but now that my nose has changed, I'm a bit skeptical. So yeah, with this one, it's the patchouli. And I don't also like chocolate. You might love it, you might not love it. People who love it, yay to you. People who do not love it, I understand. And the people who have never tried these perfumes, I would say first try it out before you buy. Sample it before you buy, because you spend so much money on a Tom Ford only for you not to love it, and that's just a loss. So that's the second one, Tom Ford Black Orchid. So we move on to a perfume that I personally love. I have this, it's in my top 10 for life, but I just feel like it is not a very safe blind buy. For me, it was a love at first sniff, but I understand how this can be a bit off-putting to other people, and it's also very strong. It performs very well. It's long-lasting, just like the others I've mentioned, and that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. So for me, I've just dropped something. So Decadence is a very sweet perfume. To me, it's very sweet. It has plum that makes it extremely sweet, and it comes off a bit green as well. Yeah, so very sweet green, and it has vetiver, which gives it a masculine twist to it. It's not the most feminine perfume, but I really like it. So for ladies that like very feminine perfumes, I can see how Decadence can be off-putting, and also the performance is so huge, like the sillage is so huge. So it's not a perfume that I would encourage you to overspray, especially if you're going to be in a very confined area with other people, say a vehicle. They will choke on this. And it also has this thing where it comes off as an undiluted juice. I There's this juice that I keep referring to in Zambia. If you live in Zambia, there was this very popular juice back in the day. It was called Jolly Juice. This comes off as undiluted Jolly Juice to me. Yeah, I still love it. It's something I really love. But yes, on YouTube people will say they love it, they love it. A few people actually in real life love it. But one of my friends from the UK was telling me she's the only person she knows in real life who loves Decadence. And I sort of understand it's not a very safe blind buy. And once I've repurchased it, and because it's so long lasting, I feel like I'll have this bottle for life. So sadly, it's been discontinued. So Decadence is something I want you to try first. Maybe get a sample if you can, or the smallest bottle, a partial, a decant, anything before you purchase the full bottle. And that's the third one. So fourth on my list is a perfume line. I don't have the perfume line, but I've smelled the perfumes. And this is the Narciso for her line. Narciso mainly has two very popular lines. For her, I will insert the pictures somewhere on the screen, in the Narciso line. So the Narciso line is generally very liked. That's why you have the Poudre, just the one that's just Narciso. You also have the Rouge. I feel like those are very likable. Like the Poudre is a bit powdery, sweet, and the Rouge is fruity and sweet. With the musk, the main note in most of these perfumes is musk. So in the For Her line, I find that the musk is very prominent, even in the Narciso line, but in here it's very unapologetically dominant. And then these perfumes are very sophisticated. You need to like musk for you to pull them off. If you do not like musk, they might be a bit off-putting, and they're very nice perfumes, very sophisticated and perfect for winter in my opinion. The performance is A1, and yeah, if you love it, you love it. If you do not, you might not really love it. So that's that about the Narciso line, and they are very strong perfumes. So the next perfume I'm going to talk about is a perfume that I used to own. I decluttered it. Maybe you can check out my second declutter. It's written another declutter. I'll leave it in the description box. So with the perfume that I'm referring to is Gucci Rush by Gucci. So Gucci Rush is also a patchouli heavy perfume. It's got very good performance. It's very unique, and it's got patchouli and a bit of fruity notes to it, and it's very unique. It's something that I feel you need to have character to wear. Not everyone can pull it off. Like, you need to be that girl who just is a party girl a bit, and she just doesn't care what people think about her perfume or about her. And yeah, so Gucci Rush is not something you should just rush out and buy because people told you Gucci Rush is good. It's something you need to try. So the other perfume, I've mentioned this perfume in previous videos. I think the Anti-Haul, my Perfume Anti-Haul video, I mentioned this perfume, and that is Lib by YSL. Lib has a very beautiful bottle. I'll insert the bottle, the picture of the bottle on the screen. It has a very beautiful looking bottle. It's very lavender heavy, very straightforward floral perfume. And it also comes off a bit powdery. If you do not like serious, like straight up florals, it's not for you. I like the Intense version because the Intense has some vanilla mixed in. The Intense is sweeter with the lavender still. It still maintains the DNA, but that sweetness balances everything off also well. So Lib is also another perfume that you really need to try out before you buy the full bottle. I know it's so popular, especially on Instagram, but if you're thinking of getting Lib, I would advise that you try it out first. So the seventh perfume, and this is one that I have a travel size of. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Classique. This is a classic perfume. It's been mentioned over and over again. Mine is the EDT, and I actually like it, but it's one that I've felt to wear outdoors because, oh yeah, and it's very strong, very long lasting. I don't know why maybe it's the notes in there, that's what makes them so unique and long lasting, I know. But yeah, the ones that are not safe have A1 performance. So this, to me, has this vintage smell to it. It comes off a bit soapy and mature. This is not a perfume I would imagine a girl, say, in the teens or early 20s wearing. It's something that I can see someone who is in their late 20s or us in the early 30s wearing. Yeah, it's seductive. It's in a weird way, it's a very seductive, mature perfume. It's something that I see women with so much confidence pulling off. And look how much I've used of it. I really like it, but I find it easier to wear when I'm wearing my night dress and just in the house, feeling comfortable and clean and sexy. Yeah. So classic, even the essence, the Perfume that I've seen people decluttering, I don't think that one is also very safe. So before you try any classic perfume, that whole entire line, please sample it. And I'm sure the people who love classic really love classic. So guys, these are the 7 perfumes that I feel are not blind buy safe. We all know all perfumes are not blind buy safe because our sense of smell is unique to each one, but these are definitely not something you can just run out and buy because you might end up disappointed. So you guys, let me know in the comments what perfumes you also feel other people should sample or smell before they buy. And I'll see you in my next video, which is a very big haul. Thank you.